love me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, them Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
We can clean it up. You know what I'm saying? We clean it up. You know what I'm saying? We trying and grinding, doing things we like to do. You get YouTube usage, y'all.
Shit got me feeling good. Yeah.
You heating up, lad. It's niggas that be going through the shit I'm actually talking. Been through so much bullshit, I could have been drafted with Jordan. I made my way through the project, stuck in rats and informants. They shooting, they shot at bitches, I was actually scoring. Y'all side it, ain't worry about nothing, cause God got it. And they read it when they ran in my crib for the narcotics. No paper, I'm like, where's the money in y'all pocket? All this trap, and then you broke, what y'all running, the non-profit? Free my homies in the prison, shackled to the buckle too. They up north, eating with them crackers like a Lunchable. I just can't fake it, you gon' know if I don't fuck with you when real niggas chillin'. The lames get too comfortable, smoke them like a hookah when them killers had enough of you. They gon' make him feel it just for thinking he untouchable. Running up this bag out the mud, ain't nothing new. We was on the grind, I ain't grew up like no Huxtable. That little bit of cash can't fool us. For now on, we making niggas tag they jewelers. Pull up shining and let's see if they gon' like you then. Fuck a block, nigga, cause it's money that I like to spend. Bitches love to text, get books, see if they write you then. Free my dog, he in and out the can like the recycle bin. Barely went to church, but I'm in Christian, gotta pray for it. Money, my religion. Hopping out the farm with that shit on jury list. Staying sucker free and out the way, ducking prison. Counting up this paper, 100 million on the mission. Getting to this money, my religion. Hopping out the farm with that shit on jury clip. Staying sucker free and out the way, ducking prison. Counting up this paper, 100 million on a mission. Getting to this money, my religion. See, they still waiting on the money. It ain't coming to them. Saquon Barkley to these hoes. We just run it through them before these suckers ever come for me. Sending something to them. Had to tell Brody, walk them down when we run it to them. Play Superman to get your cape shot. Never slipping, we be fully armed like a tank top. Fresh out the jar, we was selling them that straight drop. Then they go and hit it off the glass like bank shot. Elevated on these suckers, made they face chop. Same ones was hating on my moves, they in the same spot. Go against me, niggas fail every time. That's why I make sure I give them hell every rhyme, every line. Are you hating on a nigga? Let me shine, heavy dimes. We put it on the scale, then we grind, nigga. Walk up in the spot and get my back in. I ain't really one for talking, I just make it happen, for real. Hopping out the farm with that shit on jury list. Staying sucker free and out the way, ducking prison. Counting up this paper, 100 million on a mission. Getting to this money, my religion. Hopping out the farm with that shit on jury list. Staying sucker free and out the way, ducking prison. Counting up this paper, 100 million on a mission. Getting to this money, my religion.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. You already know it's Big Dice the Ruler. Been outside since we was drinking Calvin Coolers. We got some people coming in the building. Do me a favor, hit that bell notification, because a lot of people was telling me that they was missing some lives. Make sure your bell notification is locked in. I got that from Harlem Legend. Shout out to Harlem Legend. 050 The Movement, China Brim, Ja Ace. Y'all already know. Got a good one for y'all today. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time because this right here is just some shit I want to talk about because I didn't understand what the hell be going on. Because what's up with the Mexicans? You know what I'm saying? Like all jokes aside, like I'm starting to say something like what we doing? Like what's happening? Man? What's happening with the? If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, just do me a favor. Anybody but a dead body, do me a favor. Appreciate you, Shots. He came in the building. I see you in the building. Let me get to the top and scream out who everybody. GP was the first one. GP on the tube says salute Dice in the chat, checking in for work. Salute GP. Angie, baby. Is in the building. We got Liddy Guard, the Hispanic LL Cool J from the sector. He's in the building. We got Miss East New York 318. We got the sis up in the building. Y'all already know we got DMW Shots, photographer, videographer. If y'all want to hit him up, make sure y'all hit him up at DMW Shots. Hit him up on the gram too. He do bar mitzvahs, barbecues, modeling events. You know, you want to get your picture on. You know, you even do family portraits and stuff like that. If you want some, instead of going to King's Plaza, spending $775,000 for about 3 or 4 pictures, holler at my nigga DMW Shots. You dig what I'm saying? Phoenix Bays, I see you in the building, sis. I appreciate you for pulling up. Do we have any Hispanic people in the building? Are there any Mexicans in here? I'm not shooting no shots, nothing like that. I'm not trying to be funny. But are there any Mexicanos in the chat? Partially Mexican, quarter Mexican. Phoenix Blaze. She said, I'm Latin. Uh-oh, East New York 318. I said both of y'all is in there, so you know I got to know something. I really want to know. God damn. She said, I'm Brazilian, Italian, and Puerto Rican. That's a hell of a motherfucking mixture right there. East New York said, yo, I ain't Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. Mirata, me yoko, mirata. That was my favorite part from Beat Street. Remember when they started dancing? When they started battling? Who does some Beat Street rockers? Mirata, me yoko. Remember that? He said, oh, that's Beat Street? Yo, we going to be at the Roxy later, man. Dog Soldier, I see you in the building. East New York said, hold up, Dice, I'm Panamanian and Italian. So you want to hear something funny? She said she's Puerto Rican by injection. Well, don't none of y'all count. Don't none of y'all count. I'm glad y'all let me know that your ethnicity and your mixtures. I appreciate all that. Y'all don't count. I need y'all to hit a Mexican up right quick. You know, about short, about 4'3", about 190 pounds. Anybody know? Slim. He said, you got it. They talk like that. You got it. She said, no, my husband is black. That's a fact. She said, my husband is black. I want to know about these Mexicans. I want to know about these Mexicans, man. And I work with them, so I'm not trying to be funny. 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 I need to know about the Mexicans. Because I'm starting to ask myself, is this something like, is this terrorism? We just went through this in Baltimore. Y'all do remember we just went through something like this in Baltimore? The reason why I'm trying to find out if somebody's Mexican, because I want to ask a serious question. I'm not being funny. See, some people fail to realize, some people, when they believe in their religion, they will sacrifice and give their life for their religion, just like some Muslim men, especially the Sudans and all that. You see when they walk up with the bomb attached to them, holla, holla, boom, with no fear. Some nationalities have rituals and practices that we know nothing about. Seriously. That we know nothing about. We got you, Phoenix, your family over here. Because y'all heard about the Hudson a couple of days ago. Mexican, beautiful, beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. People standing all the way to the top. They're standing out there like Jesus Christ. They're standing out there like the disciples that were on the cross. Just standing there. Now, I don't know if I'm blind and I don't know if I'm going through something, but if me and my peoples, well, I'm not doing it, but just say hypothetically speaking, Big Dice was on any type of boat and I decide to climb to the top of the venue. Am I making sense? And I'm standing up there, stories in the high. You did? If I see that a boat or a car or anything is headed into an impact of anything, bridge, boat, rock, mountain, if I see an impact coming, I'm gonna get my big ass down. I'm getting my big ass down. East New York said, yo, they short. That's why. But that ship and what they were standing on, that was very tall. Angie said, the world is getting hella dark out here, y'all. You better stay prayed up. Yo, Side, I see you in the building. Salute for life. I see you, boy. If y'all don't know, that's DCEP family right there. That's royalty. The great Side Connect right there. Yo, I thought about you the other day, your man on YouTube going crazy, but we ain't gonna go into that. I gotta get you my, anyway, I'm about to send that to you right now. I'm bugging, Side, my fault. Let me do this right now while we on the phone. Do this right now while we on the phone. It's coming to you right now. You got it. That new math just popped up, side. He ain't really, let me say that differently. Is he playing himself? No, not really. For what we and how we move, we would be looked at kind of funny. But for the way certain people are in life, without getting, in YouTube, certain things people just have to be. The word is sarah, sarah. But I need somebody, shots. Can anybody get me somebody that's Mexican, from Honduras, from Venezuela, from El Salvador, from Mexico? Can y'all get me somebody that's from Mexico? And if they don't have the phone and they don't want to go to the show, I just want you to answer that question. 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 I want you to be like, yo, my man Big Dice right here, he good people. He's not familiar with the Hispanic culture as far as in that degree. Now, hold on. Most hated, I see you. Hold on, dog. When it comes to the samurai, when it comes to the samurai, when it comes to embarrassment or dishonor, samurai take a sword, put it right through their stomach. I'm front dog. Samurai take that knife, shove it right through his stomach. There are certain cultural beliefs that if they quote unquote sacrifice themselves, they feel as though that they're going to heaven. ABG, I see you. Long live Pop. We in the building. Yo, ABG, I need to know what happened. Because all jokes aside, y'all, I watched this video. I'm going to pull a video up. We're going to go through this video like adults, grown folks conversation, because, hey, Keish, I'm starting to think that this had to be some type of sacrificial ceremony. This had to be some type of sacrificial ceremony, because you're not going to tell me if you're on a boat and you walking, riding in the impact, you're not going to be startled. Let's go over this right quick. Remember, we all went over this first. Big Dice the ruler. But before we do that, shout out to my man Billy Yarn from Jackie Robinson. Y'all might need to roll up because this gonna get deep.
Yo, Don DeMarco, what's up? I was the little nigga in Jay-Z's sister crib. Hey, Annie. Jay-Z walked me around baseline one time and took his rock chains off after I finished spitting like, this nigga. What's up, Pop? I remember Dr. Dre and Mike Lynn flew me out to Cali. Like, who the fuck is Bills? Who is this little nigga? Shit crazy, man. I remember I killed the show in the Bay when I was on tour. Too Short walked through and passed all the famous people and came to me like, now that's how you kill a stage in my city. Going on, but wait, violent on the low, witty with the slang. You know what time it is? Y'all see silly with the thing. Prepare your ears for that chitty bang. Bullets freaky, give me head, give me brain. I was a youngster, trying to get some change. Senior citizen, I was walking with the cane. While the coach tried to put me in the post, couple of my comrades front page of the post. Tan in that white, zips of green, dust juice and bottles of Listerine. Bills, I'm a product of my environment, so it's only right I so product of my environment. Pushing the Mustang in the bus lane. Music coming out of New York, need an upgrade. I'm new money, Jigga and Jew money. Beyonce, Lemonade, baby, blue money. Organized marches, a 45 cartridge. I'm barbershop gossip, I'm borderline toxic. Play like the Red Sox, guns like the Feds got. Retarded, I'm trying to Snapchat a headshot. You fake gangster, you Instagram gangster. You talk tough, but gotta go get your man gangster. My can in the coupe. My man's is the truth, yeah. And I put hands on you like a masseuse. Send him upstairs with all of his dead kin folks. Have you flirting with Amy Winehouse at a Prince show? Screws gone since I was newborn. Never was lukewarm. I'm hotter than Tucson. AZ, I'm hotter than Tucson. Or hotter than that, I'm hotter than two suns. Richard now, Billy the future flow, digital. Still busting the Mac and send them up in the clouds. Yeah, 10s, 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. Y'all know. Okay. 50-50.
My fault, y'all. I was on mute. Shout out to my nigga Billy Owens from Jackie Robinson. Shout out to my nigga Big. He said, yo, my name Nathaniel. I got the name of a warrior. Shout out to my guys. If you know about Chauncey Street. You heard? Appreciate y'all. If y'all only know. If y'all only know. Yo, y'all see my guy right here, ABG, when I told him I made a year last Thursday at my job. My nigga ABG said, hold up, Dice, you got a job? Facts. I just told my man this shit today. Sheep stay sleep. I see you in the building. DS1 Ross, the boss, is here. So all my niggas that's listening to me right now. The new hustle for a goon is a job. They don't want to hear what I'm saying. But y'all gonna have to hear what I'm saying. The new hustle for a goon is a job. And the reason why I say the new hustle for a goon is a job, the same way we interacted in them streets and moved in and out of them streets allegedly, and the way we, you know what I'm saying, stayed away from certain things, outsmarted the knocks, as they say. You got to do this in the workplace now. Always had the bag. Never was, whew. But this is the new hustle. The same way we knew when to slide, when the D's came through, the same way allegedly we knew when to go inside and change our clothes, the same days we knew don't even fuck with the block. It's the same thing now when you're going to work. Hey, Tanja, I see you in the building, sis. I'm telling you this, bro. The new hustle for a goon is a job. And I'm going to tell you why it's a hustle. When you get to the workplace, 8 out of 10 times you're going to have a supervisor or a lead that's not going to be for you. I was going to say pussy, but that's not right. But they do be pussy. What I mean by pussy is they can maybe fight. They may not be no sucker, but they be pussy because they mistreat people when they get certain authoritative figures. But you know, if you upset them, it's like the art of war, 48 laws of power. You have to learn to humiliate and admire he or she that thinks they're the master. That might go over your head. Humiliate and admire. We got my nigga Big D in the building. Yo, D, we just was talking about you, boy. Yo, you fucking with me right now, boy. Don't have me scream on you in front of the peoples because we family. Bring your, I need to see you back there. We ain't even got to say no more. And we going to Georgia. Look at me, D. Yo, shout out to my man D, this family in the building, y'all. Y'all remember D? Y'all know him as Derek Carr. That's the great Debo right there. It's my guy right there. That's family. He was with me when we went to Vienna, Georgia. He'll tell you we had a ball. We represented for who we are. Shout out to him and his family. Appreciate you for pulling up, D. Everybody asking about you. You already know it's time for you to do the boomerang and get back to the spot. You dig it? It's a bunch of... Your presence is needed. I'll just say it like that. Your presence is needed, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Raj, if you can get me a Mexican in here, I'm going to send you a cash app. You got to get back up, D. We need you over there, D. The sucker MC shit that's going on, you could imagine it's at an all-time high. But we got this. Like, I'm trying to school him right now, D. The new hustle for a goon is a job. Let me finish saying what I'm saying to my dudes, because we always talking about what we won't do. I got a cousin down here that told me he wouldn't work for McDonald's, but he ain't getting no money. You got to crawl before you can walk. My cousin told me he too good to work for McDonald's, but you're not too good to ask for some money? To my guys, when you get in this job, you're going to have to learn to differentiate who's official and who's sucker MCs. Because D'll tell you at the job, it's a bunch of sucker MCs, but it's some niggas that's official. And once you get aligned with the officials, like I told y'all, my man D'll tell you this, he the same way. The operations manager on the first shift is a white man. And that's my man. The operations manager on the second shift is a black man. And that's my man. You see what my nigga said? He said McDonald's paying 20 an hour. Down here is paying 15. Niggas talking about what they won't do. Let me tell you something. What you got to do is survive. I be telling some of my niggas this shit. East New York, hold it down, sis. She had to go moderate. Still Team Guardian. I try to tell people this, man. You got to survive. Now, I'm not saying what you shouldn't do. I'm telling you what you should do. Number one, them taxes got to be, you got to pay some taxes. You got to pay some taxes. Yeah. You got to pay some taxes. Yeah. And unfortunately, shout out to my niggas that got the kids. That motherfucking child support is real. But let me explain something to you. As long as you have the job, as long as you can stay away from the sucker MC that will agitate you. Because let me tell you something about what niggas is doing. They will make you grab them and bite them in the face and slam them on the floor and stomp them to China just for you to be fired. Yo, dog, you want to hear some funny shit? My cousin got one of the biggest construction contracting companies down here. X. All that shit you into. All that shit, that forklift. I don't know nothing about that shit. But them niggas know that. My cousin, he got one of his spots, them niggas make concrete all day. My cousin sell concrete and all that. Excuse me, not concrete, cement. Because some people they too lazy to go through the actual process. My cousin down here selling cement. Pulling up with a nasty, dirty truck looking like he dead broke. That nigga got legal money. Miss Pam, I see you, the godmother of the nine. Shout out to Wax AP. Did anybody get a Mexican yet for me? Because we got some peoples in here now, and I got to talk about this right now because I don't understand what went down. I want y'all to pay attention to something to me right now. If you can find me a Mexican, I want to know, was this something where they was just practicing something cultural from their family, from their house?
That incredible story overnight, that breaking news, a Mexican Navy ship slamming into New York City's iconic Brooklyn Bridge.
The mast hit the underside of the bridge, sending sailors who were on that mast tumbling, others clinging for their lives. Onlookers absolutely stunned at the scene unfolding before them on a warm spring night.
Can I ask y'all a question? Yo, Sheep, I respect your opinion. Can I ask you a question? Why, if they saw the Brooklyn Bridge about to impact with the boat, did they stay up there? Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. I got to respect that now. Now, that's all I needed to know. Because I'm not going to play with nobody's belief. Because this has to be something cultural. This has to be. ABG said, yo, I think it was purposely done because let me explain something to you. You didn't slow the ship down. You didn't try to turn. You purposely plunged. I just want y'all to look at this shit. This shit is crazy. I just want y'all to look at this shit.
At least 2 people were killed and more than a dozen others injured. The incident setting off a huge emergency response. ABC's Rena Roy is at the scene with the very latest. Rena, good morning.
Whit, good morning to you. That's right. This bridge is a major tourist destination here, and it looked to be pretty busy when officials say that boat lost power and slammed right into it. Overnight, shock and horror after a Mexican Navy ship carrying hundreds crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge, killing 2 and injuring several on board. Dramatic videos capturing the moment it happened around 8:30 p.m. Saturday. The boat approaching the bridge, slowly making its way under. Then you can see that tall mast slam into the bridge, crumbling.
The ship is a goodwill vessel that has been on the waters for more than 20 years, sharing Mexican culture. Its name is...
For 20 years sharing Mexican culture. DMW Shot said it's only one thing that made that happen. One word, Modelo beer. How do these boats keep losing power so close to critical structures like the bridges? Yo, D, this don't even make no sense. First of all, yo, Sheep, why was they up there? Ain't too much cultural in that. If I see a bridge.
Onlookers filming from the nearby pier, some running as the ship looms closer and closer. People on board seen hanging off those broken masts. First responders rushing to the scene. Of the 277 on board, at least 2 killed, according to officials. 17 others injured, 2 still in critical condition. The training ship had been docked at a nearby pier and had just departed for its journey to Iceland.
The captain that was maneuvering the ship lost power of the ship and the current mechanical function caused the ship to go right into the pit.
Dog just asked the question. How come they losing power next to these bridges? How do big ships like that keep losing? They just did it in Baltimore. First of all, see something y'all not used to. Y'all not really paying attention to the it's right in front of your face. Somebody like me doesn't mean anything. Somebody like ABG don't mean anything. Somebody like Dog Soldier don't mean anything. Somebody like DMW Shots, it don't mean anything because we're accustomed with the Brooklyn Bridge. People fail to realize the Brooklyn Bridge is a monumental bridge. This is a landmark in the world. Pay attention. Sunday afternoon, minutes before 8 o'clock. Do you know what type of traffic is coming across that bridge? Like he said, the same way the plane just cracked and fell out the sky, the helicopter, this is what I want to know. Is something in that water? Is something in that Hudson water Because you notice all the weirdest shit is happening at the Hudson. They said the captain lost control and the current pushed it into the bridge.
Pillar of the bridge hitting the mast of the ship where there was a couple of sailors on top.
It looks very surreal.
Flavio Moreira was sightseeing with his family for his graduation weekend when he saw it all happen, taking this video and speaking to us shortly after from nearby.
It kept coming and coming and coming. And I just remember thinking, wow, this is so odd. It's getting too close.
Uh-oh. No disrespect intended to nobody. No disrespect intended to anybody. Check his voice out. He's talking through his nose.
Bye.
It kept coming and coming and coming. And I just remember thinking, wow, this is so odd. It's getting too close. And then it crashed. It crashed under the bridge.
Now, officials also confirming the bridge has no damage here and nobody had fallen into the water. The NTSB now leading the urgent investigation. Gio.
And that part is very good news, Rena. Thank you so much.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Miss Pam said, I think we being tested, Big Dice. The big one is coming. He said, do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. Shang Tsung, the art of war. That's sad, man. That's really, really sad. City Boy Floyd, I see you in the building. He said, I'm at the grind, catching the playback. Yeah. We got Artist Morrison in the building. Yo, matter of fact, next Saturday, Liddy said he wanted me to help him host a rap battle. I don't know if it's going to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon or not. But Big Dice is going to be there. You dig what I'm saying? Since we got Artist Morrison in the building, and he be playing that exclusive waiter, you know I had to put this one up, Artist, because you forgot about this one.
Wait up. I told my dope might have an alibi. Yeah. In the beginning, that life is hard, y'all. I mean, for my big so much all night in the beginning, I ain't never cried. Elvira, nigga. I wish when I called that I had to die. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversation. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversation. I got a baller when I found a block. God gave me a pill, Satan gave me a Glock. I met her once, she gave me the top. Of your life, you wanted or not. Being broke was the motivation. Go through all the pain and the couldn't make. I told Satan, suck a dick, I went and lost my faith in. I was told if you want it, then go and take it. I got seeds worth the minds and I got enemies, in other words, obstacles. Gotta bleed. I Glock 9, a real so the nigga need. I was sitting in the bin crying on my knees. I sat down and had a drink with me. I was thinking if my mama do, she think of me. My mama told me see my daddy when she look at me. Even though I love my honor, turned it to a speed. My nightmares, they turn into a dream. My money thoughts turn into a scheme. And think that life's a game. And the shooting got no pain. I popped the bean and then I left the earth. And I had a gun, he kept it in his purse. My youngin' shot that, put him in a verse. I'm a rider, mirror tints on a black hearse. White man don't understand that being black hurts. Mama crying on the steps in front of a church. Gripping is solidified. Yeah, I see my brother die. Little wanna slide. They ready for the homicide. Said, Lord, take the pain away. My gun sing a lullaby. Ran from parole, I had to hustle, I ain't never hide. Tripping in the beacon, I was tweaking, I ain't never cried. Real multiplied, nigga, we don't never die. 100 grand flat in the streets, I had you dead. 100 round jump, big choppy, I'll be head. You used to get beside me, signs couldn't find me. See, we was in the trenches, and the just living grimy. Yeah, getting too much money up the hill, they tried to line me. Dominican, she freaky, give me toppy in the lobby. Yeah, you pushing, or you swiping cards. Yeah, I spin the block like I spin a yard. Yeah, you stay inside or you catch a charge. Yeah, my nigga pray to God because they life is hard. My niggas in the bing wishing they was home. Been there, done that. You ain't not alone. Me in the streets, we had a conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversation.
Yo, shout out the Way to Black. Shout out to Artist Morrison. Yo, I've been praying, right? True story. God made me talk about this right now. I've been praying about something. True story. I've been sincerely praying about something. Because I pay attention to everything. Anything I'm around, I'm going to pay attention to. On YouTube and the real world. I don't know, I'm just real observative like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I get to Brooklyn, I'm pulling up on artists. I promise you, he gonna go, yo, son, I think niggas is... He gonna do the same thing with me. Shout out to OG Blue from Queens. Shout out 10 Toes Down. I don't know about that. The YouTube shit niggas be talking about. You know, everybody always got some shit to say about niggas or whatever like that. When it come to OG Blue, fishy. Fish. Ain't really too much to talk about. If y'all know, he just brought the East Coast and the West Coast together on his show. I'm talking about big Crips, big Bloods. He just had the interview with Loose Cannon right before the situation with Big U and them. So the God is connected to some very, very legible people. But besides that, him and Artists, they went and checked 10 Toes Down. See, Artists fucked me up. I thought they was going to see Monster Mo. Because Artists said, we going to YouTube, we going to Harlem, we going to pull up on a YouTuber. I'm like, this. Harlem. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm thinking they're going to shout out to Monster Mo. 10 Toes Down. I watched that video. That was grown shit yesterday. And I've been praying for like-minded people like myself to get in the circumference. Artist was comfortable. Artist was, yeah. Artist riding around, he chilling. And he with genuine people that want his best interests. That's what I've been praying for. You see how God just, you know what I'm saying? They don't, it's not going to be answered when you want it or when you think it's going to happen. It's going to come way out the motherfucking blue. I said, my young guy's safe right now. Like around OG Blue, 10 toe. I don't give a fuck what that YouTube shit niggas be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I paid attention. You got 10 toes down. Artie, he dead real. Artie ready to fight everybody. This nigga's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But 10 toes took the time to go, let me show you something. See, that's the era we from. That's the era we from. It was so funny. I'm listening to him. The nigga said, yo, wasn't I supposed to get at you for something, Artie? Artie said you probably was. He said it was something. He said I shoot at everybody. You know what I'm saying? That was grown shit right there. If y'all ain't catch that show, go shop the Artist Morrison. 10 Toes played. That was grown shit. That's like Artist said. I listened to some shit he said. I be at work listening to shit. He like, yo, y'all think I want to go around on tour and want to fight? He said, nah, I want to go around on tour. I want to meet some great people. He said, and I'm not afraid to meet somebody that may perceive me to be an enemy or vice versa. He said, but let's sit down and talk about it. See, that's grown shit right there. That's grown shit. Like when niggas want to be like, yo, matter of fact, let's just get face to face like men. And let's just converse about what I did that may have upset you and what you've done that may have upset me, or what vice versa and vice versa, what we may have took to be disrespectful. Sometimes you got to give a person a chance to explain their actions, because what you perceive to be disrespectful can be very dangerous. I learned that from a therapist. What you perceive to be disrespectful can be very dangerous. I might be like, it's all right, this is a bite. She cried. When it comes to motorcycles and stuff, the dog is crazy. OG Bobby, I see you in the building. And to hear artists go, let's just meet up and talk. Because tell you the truth, it's YouTube. But you see how God put him in the presence of older people that actually want the best for him. You feel me? Let's get into this right quick. Rest in peace to LGB Qual. This is sad, but these are the suspects right here, y'all.
Kadair Johnson, who went by the name Philadelphia police released surveillance video of two suspects opening fire and killing a Philadelphia rapper. Police say the two men shot 30-year-old Kadair Johnson. Philadelphia police released surveillance video of two suspects opening fire and killing a Philadelphia rapper. Police say the two men shot 30-year-old Kadair Johnson, who went by the name LGP Qual, during an attempted...
Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah,
You know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. Top. When you call my name, New York City, New York City. Yeah. Now for real. Life is good. Yeah. They praying no one down for a fuck them, these niggas needy. Believe me, these niggas is mad, they'll never be me. Don't trust them, they fail to the family, they get them DP. 6 feet buried alive, face on the white tee. Lately, I've been staying far away from these niggas cause they better. I only bring animals in the slitter. Take me where they only do linen and fine women. Take me where they only drink champagne with they dinner. Take me where the niggas is hating, they can't enter. You can put your trust in niggas, see me, I don't. That bitch is only known for cheating, you think she won't? Praying for the best, I'm still prepared for the worst. I give them a chance, you in the road. These fans, I want no smoke. Right or left, yeah, it really don't matter. Pussy, I'm good with both. Aiming death shots, I'm throwing made for your head and chest. Yes, some of the realest shit that I ever wrote. Resume say don't play, not the people vote. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell, I remain real. Never would I, nigga. Never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. It's time, I'ma ask you one more time, like what we doing here. Semi-automatic and tragic, I make a movie here. Gonna minimize my friends, cause niggas be moving weird. They call me, I come like John, blow me a gun. The difference is when I call niggas, they never come. But shout out to the niggas that do, they know what's up. Jesus, peace, hate for my neck, it's never tough. Take a loss and you get right back at it, no give it up. They get money going, post it on the gram like who gives a fuck. Till they face down in that barrel like nigga, give it up. Come up to bragging, got them fit for a casket. My energy I'm giving is what? Tell niggas smash it. Why I run around with Jackie tucked in a jacket? The mouth shit go for a man, they can't match it. And she don't fuck with you, me either, I got a jacket. Those guns made out of plastic. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell, I remain real. Never would I, never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. You niggas minimum wage, I need a bigger check. When it's time to perform, I'm gonna show next.
Yo, shout out to Jav. He got crazy music coming out. Chilling with love. I see you in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. Grown folks conversation over here. Before I get y'all out of here, I want y'all to ask y'all something. Did you hear about the inmates that escaped? Anybody in here heard about the 10 inmates that escaped? OG Bobby, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Annette, I see you in the building, sis. How you feeling? Y'all heard 10 people got away. Keisha, that was crazy. How y'all feel about somebody that escaped? Should they, if they escape, should they be allowed to be free? If they got away from everything that you put in front of them, any obstacle, just like Shawshank Redemption, what, 2.5 miles of shit he climbed through? Andy Lassane, Andy LaFrame, whatever his name was. Phoenix and Annette said 4 of them got caught. But should they, if they got away, shouldn't you let them stay away? Or it depends on what they was arrested for. All right, pay attention to this. This is the question I've been wanting. I've been asked. I had this question locked in my mind today for this particular moment, for this live. Since they escaped, right? Should all of them be compensated? That went over your head. Since they got off the property without being detected or apprehended at the time of escape, should they all be compensated? Annette said one of them was stupid and went back to his block and started posting on IG. Yeah, he belonged in jail. He said, nah, they shouldn't get no money. Annette said, nah. I like the way y'all answer questions. I'm going to ask that one more time. One more time now. Y'all know I got some tricky shit with me, right? I'm from Utica Avenue. If they successfully got out of the prison, if they sue the prison for escaping, because if something happens to them while they were supposed to be incarcerated in that prison, if something happens to them when they get on the other side of that prison from freedom, something as simple as one get hit by a car, one gets shot going in a grocery store, shouldn't they be able to sue? Phoenix said no. I say yes. And I'll tell you why I say yes. Annette said, that's not on the prison. They left on their own. But the correction officers in the prison didn't do their job if they successfully escaped. I'm not saying they right, y'all. He said they should have thought before they acted and doing whatever got them locked up in the first place. That's facts. Phoenix said no, because once they left, it's at their own responsibility. I beg to differ. They are incarcerated. They are in a prison. But let's go over it right quick. I want to check this out right quick.
State troopers from Troop NOLA ended up taking him back to the jail in order to be rebooked on an escape charge. What we have heard from security experts is that police may be looking at how he ended up where he ended up and following his trail as he left the facility in order to get an idea of how others may have done the same, using that intelligence in order to try and find these other 9 inmates, many of them being held on very serious charges, running the gamut from murder to domestic violence charges. You can see them on your screen right there. They are still involved in a very active manhunt at 3:30 in the afternoon at this hour. And the area around, this is Derek Groves. This is a little bit more about the different offenders that they are looking at right now. You could see that was Derek Groves, who was just recently convicted. I believe he may be waiting sentencing, which is why he hasn't been transferred to a state facility yet. But this is Leo Tate. Charges against him: simple burglary, possession of a firearm by a felon, drug charges, theft of a motor vehicle. That's what he's wanted for. Corey Boyd, second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery, and illegal carrying of a weapon. These are the charges against Corey Boyd. He's awaiting trial. Antoine Massey, charges of domestic battery involving strangulation, theft of a motor vehicle, and a parole violation that was recently revoked, I think in March of this year. So he just recently was put back in the jail, and now he is out on the lam right now. Gary Price, charges against him: multiple counts of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated second-degree battery, multiple shooting case, I think, involving him. And Lenton Van Buren, these are the charges against him: second-degree murder, aggravated robbery with a firearm, possession of a firearm by a felon. Jermaine Donald, second-degree murder charges, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm by a felon. Takeenan Dennis, aggravated armed robbery, with a firearm, illegal carrying of a weapon, false imprisonment, and aggravated battery. Serious charges among many of these people who escaped the Orleans Justice Center last night.
Little man, I see you in the building. Salute. All of y'all ladies had great points. I can't knock it. So that much, she said, but that doesn't mean if something happens while they're on the run, it falls on the prison. If the inmate kills another inmate, the family isn't suing the prison. Actually, they should. The family should sue the facility because this is an actual fact. Just because a person is in prison, just like with Tory Lanez, you know what type of lawsuit he got? You think they ain't about to pay that boy? Do you know what type of money that he survived? The man got stabbed under his cheek 2 times in his head and back of his neck, his arm, his chest, his stomach. They got some real nice lawyers nowadays, but it's going to be a long fight. You got to understand the stipulations. Because if I have someone that's in prison that's doing 23 in, an hour lockout, is totally monitored at all times, outside cage, inside 23 in, locked out for the shower, the phone call, and the recreation. And if something happens to a family member of mine, I am suing that facility because number one, he is under a scrutiny of monitoring. Like every move he is making is being monitored. So how did you not see someone come in his or her area and harm them? That's a fact. I agree that the family should sue the facility because there should have been no way for them to escape. Think about that, y'all. I'm not saying they right. I'm just trying to tell you the law. Facts. So if my cousin or my friend or my child is in prison and he escapes and get hit by a car, I'm suing y'all. You should have been paying more attention to him. Damn. Annette said, my brother-in-law been down 24 years and I say that all the time. I constantly checking on him. That's right. Like, how can something happen to a person that's under so much monitorization? Like, you're walking them to the shower, you're walking them to the box, or you're walking them to it's how? Oh, you had to go to the bathroom? So why somebody else didn't take your place while you was at the bathroom? You're right about that shit, sis. That's the sad part. That's like, just like you said, especially with the situations going now with the shutdowns and the sheriffs that have just, the correction officers that have just walked off and have been taken over by the government. They got the Army and U.S. Marshals governing some prisons now. And that said, that's why we need to know, let them know, need to know they have family on the outside that will step up and make some noise. Because like she said, you can have somebody inside that's continuously complaining about something like that. It's only going to get as far as the person that they give it to let it go. They can stop certain things, certain privileges where you won't be on the phone. Go through your mail. Destroy your mail. Proclaim it straight up and down contraband. Terroristic type shit for nothing. Well, y'all know the motto. Your boy got to go to work tomorrow. Got to get some rest. I hope some Knicks fans in here because I'm telling y'all what's going down Wednesday. And we're going to Disney World. We're going to Disney World. It was real quiet at my job today. A lot of people was talking about where the Knicks wasn't going and everything. And, you know, there's a few people that didn't want to even give me a conversation, but I made it my business to get in their area and have a conversation with them as friends, like we did before the Knicks won, when they had made sure that they got to me to talk about how the Knicks was trash. See, I had to bring this back to them. Keith said, my nephew has multiple lawsuits against his prison. He terrorized his prison so bad, they act like he's invisible. ABG, we are going. We're going to Disney World. I done seen it. Charles Bronson next to Mickey Mouse with the jersey on. We already there. We have to talk this into existence. 25 years, the year 2000, 20 Eastern Conference Finals. Our rivalry, the Pacers. The only people I was worried about was Boston and Golden State. They're both gone. That's the only people I was worried about giving us a run for our money was Boston and Golden State Warriors. That's on everything I love. I think we're going to see is a New York versus Minnesota. I think we're going to see Boston versus, New York versus Minnesota Timberwolves. I may be going too far asking for the sweep, but that's what I want. Another day alive, another day free. The Knicks got to win this one. Y'all pray with me. Can you dig it?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?